Hi, you're listening to Everyday Superpower, a place where you can learn about body language, non-verbal communication, and how to read others purely by observing their gestures and behaviours. Today we're going to be looking at head clasping and head cradling. You know what we do here, we keep it nice and simple, no scientific jargon, we just get to the point, alright? So if you like what you hear, click subscribe if you want to follow for more, and if anything interests you or sparks an idea, leave a comment, okay? So, just to re-clarify, head clasping and head cradling, okay? So these are two different yet likely, they live within the same spectrum, these behaviours, okay? The photo you see before you is a representation of such, although as far as better images, it would be a potential copyright issue, so I've had to stay with this one. So to clarify, the woman is not running her fingers through her hair. The woman is actually holding onto the back of her head, all right? You'll see this in football games and sports events when people are going through distress and whatnot, all right? To sort of paint the issue, to paint the picture and a bit of an issue, right? So the hands are clasping the head could be cradled by the hands, and this occurs as the hands come up, cup the back of the neck or the head, but we're going to talk about the head first and foremost. The hand can lightly brush the back of the head rather so than full on clasp onto it, but it's still an automatic subconscious response that the hands have come up to do so. And yeah, the hands can also touch the back of the neck, cradle the back of the neck, alright? So clasping the head, clasping the back of the head signals a deep despair and a high stress, alright? So somebody who's just thought, oh no, I've left the bath on at home and I've left it running. They may react in this manner, okay? It's a highly stressful scenario, okay? It's a way to manage bad feelings, right? It's a regressive behaviour. Now, this is the interesting thing. It reminds us, biologically, muscle memory and so on and so forth, it reminds us of being cradled by our parents, okay? When we were so weak and we needed others to help us and to give us life, we relied on our parents to hold us. And when they held us, they would hold our head up purely as nobody wants our head being bumped, and we were unable to do it ourselves. We were too weak, so we use this as a means of regressing back to that infantile stage, alright? So when an individual experiences high stress and discomfort, it's a way of regressing back to that childlike state where somebody out there is at least looking after them and making sure everything's okay, right? So this is symbolic of emotional pain and hardship to whichever degree, okay? And that's it, to put it plain and simply, right? So somebody who's feeling pain and discomfort emotionally, not so much physically, there's more optimal means of, non-verbally committing to physical pain, but maybe even physical pain as well if someone's going through a lot and they're just sick of it. So there is that emotional context that they may use their hands to cradle the head, all right? Now, clasping the head, so using both hands and sort of putting the hands within the same space perhaps, but rather so than the arms being outreached, the arms are inwards, okay, sort of coming forward towards the face. It's a slight variation on the cradle, but this signifies more of a need of protection, okay? So rather so than the regressive, there is a regressive element and there is a pacifying element purely as it's self-touch and you're touching your own nerve endings, creating a fight against that stress. But the protection of the shoulders, because our shoulders when pointed can be vicious weapons and great defense mechanism, such as the knees as well, all right, come out and cover the side of the head, all right? This is used as protection in boxing, like this literal position is used in Muay Thai and used in boxing to ensure you have full coverage of the head and, you can't get knocked around. It's a very high defensive position, all right? So just to separate the two, because they are alike, the head cradle in particular provides a comfort and the regressive security, whereas the head clasp is used as more of a shield, alright, like wearing a metaphorical helmet, alright, protecting from emotional injury, right? In regards to what else you might see, the chin is probably going to be downwards, so they're not going to be exposing the throat in this defensive position. The entire body may become defensive to some degree, okay? There might be a limp and slouched torso. So the stomach and the ventral side, the important vital organs are exposed. And yeah, all you need to do is watch a game. We have football over here. Watch a football game and look at the stands. When the opposite team scores a goal, you will see the head clasp. You will see the head cradle. Alright, from grown men. Hopefully this has been important. If you see somebody performing this, it is indicative of high stress, so it would be worthwhile seeing what was up with them if it was in your reason to do so. Okay, click like, click subscribe if anything came to mind during this little talk. Feel free to let me know. Leave it in the comments. Bye bye.